This podcast is a part of the Royal We Network.
Spit on me.
Ah, shit, man. This fucking phone, I don't know why it does this, but when it's plugged into my computer, it shocks the shit out of me sometimes. It's like a live fucking wire. Like even if I don't have it plugged into the phone, if I touch the end where it charges, it'll shock me. That can't be good.
No, that's not good.
No, what the fuck, man? And it's like if I touch the corners, I'm afraid to touch it now. Like if I touch the corners where I've dropped it a bunch, where like the frame is exposed, you know? Fucking A, goddamn. I'm afraid of my phone.
Do tell.
I don't want to touch it. I just shocked the shit out of myself.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it just feels like I'm touching something hot, or I don't know how to explain it. I mean, it's definitely shocking. Anyway, let's do a goddamn podcast here.
Let's do one.
Welcome to another episode of The Royal We. I'm Sam.
I'm Nate.
What we normally do when we're not being shocked by our fucking phones is we read headlines. And we guess about what the articles could be about, you know, because we don't read the articles. That's way too much reading. That's an unreasonable ask. Don't even fucking ask us to do it.
And usually when I'm being shocked by my phone, it's not in a literal sense.
Oh, God.
No.
If you guys want to send us headlines, and you should, you guys can do that at Royal Waycast on Twitter, royalwaycast@gmail.com, facebook.com/Royal Waycast, twitch.tv/Royal Waycast, Instagram at Royal Waycast.
That's got to be it.
That's got to be them. I don't know if Luke ever made that MySpace for us.
Oh, he was going to.
He probably
we need a MySpace for all
we need it.
Fat beats.
We need a TikTok. I've been dancing in my underwear for free.
Hey, I'm on TikTok. Dude, TikTok is having such a hard time figuring me out.
What do you mean?
Like, all it's giving me, it just like, for the first little bit, because my friend Lori was like, she sends me all these like funny things on TikTok. So I was like, fuck, in order to see them, like you have to, I was like, all right, I'll get on TikTok. For days, all it was like, well, here's just girls wiggling their butts.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like that's like the basic TikTok.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, fine, I guess, but like I don't get that. Like I don't get like it's the same way with like Instagram. Like I'm on Instagram probably more than anything because it's just stuff I like. Right. Infinite.
Yeah, you've got the algorithm locked in.
Yeah, I've got it locked in. But I'm like, if I want to see girls wiggling their butts, there's places I can go for that are way more efficient than this just ramshackle hodgepodge.
Yeah, because the girls that are wiggling the butts on the sites that you're looking for know what you're looking at it for. Whereas the girls are shaking their butts on TikTok, I don't think really want you to jerk off to them. They want to get TikTok famous.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And I bet you, I think probably most of them realize that people probably will jerk off to them, but like, I bet you there's a big percentage of them that never even had the thought.
You know, I thought that too, and I felt really bad.
For jerking off to them?
No, not for jerking off.
I never feel bad for jerking off. It's a compliment, ladies.
You've not thought what, you put yourself in Elmo's shoes. Big throwback. No, if you're in TikTok, you know what you're doing though. It's the same thing. It's like, you're getting bunches of views because you're shaking your butt, right? Yeah, you're wiggling your parts. You're wiggling your titties and you're wiggling your butts.
Is nudity legal on TikTok?
I don't think so. I don't think you can be,
because I've seen people who like that. I got banned for this one, and it's like just straight up people fucking on TikTok.
Oh, well, maybe that's why they got banned. I don't know. I'm not on enough to know. I think it has similar rules to like.
But what does it send you now? If it's not sending you people shaking their asses, what does it send you?
Still a lot of people shaking their asses, but I've not taken a lot of time to curate it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yet slowly I'm going in and being like, I like this. I mean, you know me.
Yeah.
I'm a simple guy. I like people falling down. I like people getting blown up. Like, and that doesn't seem to be a thing that people tend to set to music, which is TikTok's thing. So you don't see a lot of people just exploding on a motorcycle to like a fucking new Nas beat or something. Like, yeah, they got it's like some.
Oh, that's a niche that we should explore. I think. You find the videos, I'll set them to music.
There we go. That's absolutely a new niche. because that's what I want to see. I'm like, where's all the people falling down? Where are the people getting blown up? And meanwhile, I'm like scrolling past dozens of like women just jiggling parts.
So I think our new angle is doing one drawer at a time. And last week that seemed to go pretty well.
It did. It worked. I liked it. Yeah, it's good. It's good to mix it up. We're in what, season 14? 7?
Is it 14?
No, I think it's 7. They're all arbitrary. I don't know what.
I think we should do animals today.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
I don't know why I had that
Shit,
vocalization.
okay. So let's open up the animal drawer. I like the first one because of how it's. I like when news articles are not definitive. Like, you go to the news because it tells you this happened, right? Or like, this is a thing.
Yeah.
Like, we got evidence, blah, blah, blah. But when it's like, maybe, or this maybe could happen, that's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I could write that.
Yeah, that could be my job.
So here's this article. And it's all kind of in the science drawer, but it has an animal in it, so I put it in the animal drawer. Humans could become venomous like snakes.
Of course.
Could.
Yeah, we could. We could do.
Could. What good would that do us?
That's so fucking stupid.
But why would we need to be venomous? We have guns and like we're not fighting stuff with our faces. Like, what purpose would us having venom deal?
Yeah.
To protect women from men, maybe? Even the playing field that way?
It's just saying like we could.
But why would we want to?
Exactly.
Because I could see like, imagine this. Okay, I'm writing headlines better than this one. Feminist scientist develops way to make women venomous to attack, sexual assaults and stuff, protect themselves against men.
Okay.
So like when they get attacked by men, they just fucking venom them. They just fucking put the venom in them. So then people are like, oh shit, I can't fuck with women. Some of them are venomous. Because it doesn't matter how big and strong you are if you get fucking venomed.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, you think twice about that shit. If all of a sudden you get fucking, you would only have to hear about it a couple times. You'd be like, all right, shit.
That's true. If all women were envenomated, I'm sure we pissed somebody off right there.
Did we? I think that makes sense. I think that's a common, the power play between men being so much more physically strong than women. And it's obviously a power dynamic that's in the favor of men. But if women had venom or a gun.
Yeah. Guns. Nature's venom.
Well.
Wait, didn't we have a gun?
Venom.
Venom
is nature's venom.
Yeah, that's true.
I feel like you're not. You're
right, Eddie.
You're taking a step. You do not want to play with me about this women being venomous thing.
I don't know what it is.
You're like, okay, I'll let you talk about it. You're like, that's true. It could be. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not going to comment on it or dig any deeper. But
never know. Bob's your uncle. What are you?
I'm going to let you fuck this up.
You do what you got to do. We're gonna. That's true. I don't know why.
I mean, if they come for us in this podcast, man, they're going to come for us equally. I don't think that they're going to be like, well, Sam said. It's going to be like, no, that fucking podcast said.
Yeah, you're right.
So
even
bury yourself. Okay. New headline.
No, I don't
Mammals can breathe through anus in emergencies. Study. We're mammals.
We are.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that stands to reason that if mammals can breathe through their, in what way could you breathe through your fucking anus? There's air in there?
Nah, I mean, there's things like you can absorb some liquids. You can do. I mean, you got fucking dumbass kids getting drunk, putting booze up their butts. That was a thing a couple years ago.
But in what situation would your esophagus or your lung that way is closed, but your ass isn't?
It wouldn't be better. It would never be better. And I don't think I don't think it could be. Wait, what are we talking about?
Mammals can breathe through their anus in emergencies, says study.
In an emergency.
How do they figure that out? And also, but like I've seen
exactly.
I'm not a doctor or a vet or anything, but like I've seen how the organs are laid out. The anus isn't really attached to the lungs in any meaningful way.
You've got like a mile to like travel up to before you can get a fucking
all the intestines and all that, right?
Yeah. In an emergency?
I know your your liver or your spleen, there's an organ that is full of oxygen. It'll hold on to a store of oxygen. So like there's these like divers, these free divers, and they're really, really good at it. They're like world renowned for how well they can free dive.
Yeah.
And the study found they have a bigger capacity for the oxygen in that emergency spleen tank.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's that plus tons of training and just their body trains to just
use oxygen more efficiently. And
it takes free. Yeah. It's a
but
whole
this
thing.
isn't saying that. This isn't saying that.
No,
this is saying you can breathe
through your butt.
your anus.
Yeah, you can just breathe through your butt if you have to. Listen, if I'm ever in a situation where I'm like, oh shit, I might be completely under the dirt and only my butt's sticking up, I'm never going to rely on the fact of that thing that I just heard. I wish I would have never heard it, because it's going to put a shadow of a doubt in my head and be like, maybe you can be like that article and you can somehow breathe through your butt whenever you.
But I honestly don't. I mean, this is a huge contender for us clicking the goddamn link, because how you're pulling a meaningful enough of air up into your ass and then it gets into your. Oh well, maybe your lung, the mucous membrane of your intestines can act like a lung in an emergency situation.
We're talking shit, man.
We're talking shit.
We're talking shit. We don't know. That article sounds like shit. All of this is bullshit. That's complete not.
But how do you think they figured it out? How do you think they came to the conclusion? Like, oh shit!
It had to have happened to it at least to some extent. We think. It doesn't. We know how science works. We know how science will pull some fucking like, oh yeah, we this is what, and then they say it, and then you say like, well, how'd you figure it out? And they're like, we didn't really.
Well, no, this is just we figured out that the DNA perhaps.
You might be able to do it in some weird Prothean situation.
But I like that this says mammals. I mean, that's a lot of different things. Is mammals. Horses. Breathing through their butts.
Breathing out their ass.
Mice.
Yeah. The best big breaths of mice and men came out through the other end.
Yeah,
it wasn't a song, but it was a bit of a rhyme.
Oh, we're supposed to sum it up in song.
We were. We didn't do it last episode.
We got distracted, man. We got all these like technical difficulties. I'm sweating my fucking balls out trying to come up with. We're deep in the goof mines.
It's already hot as fuck here, man.
We're so deep in the earth, man. We're so close to the fucking earth's mantle.
Yeah, I get something.
I can feel it. The goofs. They're deep and they're rich.
It's moving.
Okay. All right. Let's do another one here.
Let's do another one.
Herd of wild boars ambush woman in Italian supermarket and run away with her groceries.
Well, now come on, what?
You would never expect it.
No, you go. A big part of it sounds impossible.
It's a herd. It's not a boar. I could kind of see a boar being in the store and like the woman didn't know it.
I like how they targeted this one. They got into the store. They targeted one woman.
And then took her groceries.
And they stole all her groceries.
It's a whole store of groceries. Why are they taking her shit?
Yeah, just take everything. Just I imagine wild boars in a store just moving through just like a cacophony of just destruction and like just eating while they go and like it's not.
That's crazy to think about. Like, because I'm picturing like a big open area, but it's a supermarket's a pretty like what the hell?
Yeah, there's aisles.
Sam, there's aisles.
There's aisles.
How you ever seen a boar navigate an aisle? I sure haven't.
Sure haven't I neither. A boar?
I've heard a boar.
A boar navigate an aisle?
I've heard that a boar is one of the scarier animals you can like run into in the wild.
Well, yeah, I can imagine.
Because they're not very smart and they'll just fucking try to get you with their tusks.
Yeah, and they're just all fucking head and front end. And they just run and root and toot and they root and toot and fuck you up.
And steal your groceries.
And steal your fucking groceries. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard out there in the wilds, man. The nature is healing.
They're healing, all right. Stealing our groceries.
That's so funny. I love the idea that the woman's like on her phone pushing a cart, like she's on the phone with like trying to set up an appointment to the dentist or something, and she's just not really absent-mindedly like putting stuff in her cart, and then gets attacked by a herd of wild boars.
Yeah.
Like it seems like a sketch from a comedy show.
Just her. Just because like they targeted her. I was like, there's something about that woman. We want her groceries. Even though we're in a store full, we can just go through and take what we want. They took hers.
And what's going on in Italy? I don't think of Italy as like a wild place.
Oh, that's true. I forgot this all took place in Italy. I was thinking this was like Alabama.
Right. No, I would say, yeah, it seems like an American thing, but Italy.
Huh.
Oh.
Well, fuck. I'm too stupid to even think of a fucking Italian thing to say. My brain went sacre bleu. I'm like, you dumb motherfucker.
I mean, I don't speak Italian either. I don't know. Arrivederci. Mangia.
Dude, that's hilarious. We're funnier than this.
Okay.
I couldn't even think of a fucking Italian stupid thing to say. Whatever. No.
Let's sit in it. Yeah, you're right. We deserve.
No. No, that was just us not being racist. That's what. Yeah.
We took the high road. Yeah.
We took the.
I mean, fuck women and their venomous titties, but you know what? The Italians will protect them
at all costs.
But don't catch me talking about Italian women.
You catching me talking about them.
Breaking your face.
Breaking it down into the little cubes.
And now we win. Now we don't. Okay. Political candidates in India are using stray dogs as walking billboards. That's so funny to me because instead of help, they have to get close enough to the dog to help it. Like they could choose to help it, but instead they're like, buddy.
They had to have given it a treat. They had to have at least given it like a morsel of something. Whereas like
some water or like a
where it's like okay. Okay, you can see the dog being like slowly won over, like its eyes are like looking up and to the left and right, like whoa.
Like what are you doing? What's this? Most people are mean to me. All right.
I'm just out here every day.
And you're gotcha, buddy. And then you strap a fucking thing around it so it's like vote for Pradesh. You know?
Yeah, that's my roommate's name, by the way.
I threw a D in there.
Huh?
I said Pradesh instead of Prabesh to protect his identity, which I've now blown. Now I've wasted that.
Sorry, Prabesh.
No.
you're
Man, Prabesh.
You're now running for political office in India, which he's not even from India.
I know he's not Indian. I know. Well, I mean, come on. We can't win. We should stop talking about other countries. Let's just talk about...
we can't talk about other countries because we'll always be wrong.
I couldn't think of an Indian name. I don't know.
He's from Nepal, and he's awesome. He hooked me up with an insane amount of pasta for this one. Oh, okay.
I just like the gall of stray dogs don't have a lot going for them. It's a hard life being a stray dog, I imagine.
It is. They don't have a lot. They're like, I'm a dog. People supposed to love me, but I don't get the deal. Like, what's the deal?
No, right. I mean, stray dogs get no love as far as I'm concerned. Usually they got mange and they're gross and you can't even pet them.
Right. But that's the thing is they're dogs, man. They're the most loved species on the planet.
People love them.
People love a dog, but they don't love a dirty old, mangy old, dirty old dog.
No. And they put a billboard on them of like... And also think about that. They must be catching dogs.
They put a billboard on a dirty old dog that says "Vote for a politician."
Yeah, but it's got to be a dog.
Lord,
I know. I mean, when you really think about it, it's fucking crazy.
People are like, "Fuck that dog!" Like, not only are you gross and dirty, but you're trying to fucking
now you have a
buy
job.
my vote. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so funny.
But they must
then
be.
Then the dog is like, I didn't do nothing, man. I didn't do nothing. Sorry, I got tickled.
They must choose dogs that are all right looking because you wouldn't want your advertisement on like a really gross dog,
True. And all right, you're the best of the ugliest of dogs. Oh my God, that's funny. That's a really funny idea.
And advertising, man, that's a new low as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you're putting like dogs are just like, man, I'm your best friend. Listen, if you give me some food and pet me, I will literally be by your side until you
and protect you from anything. Yeah, I'll kill anything that fucks with you.
And it'll be me and you, dude. Me and you
And
until
you're like, nah, fuck all of that.
vote
Nadiv.
Yeah, vote Nadiv. Fuck Nadiv. What a platform.
That has the opposite effect. But you know what? I bet you most people wouldn't even think about it. Because, like, honestly, until we sat here and talked about it, because I put the headline in there and I knew it was fucked up. But, like, I imagine most people just see the ad and don't really think the fact, like, because think about how many billboards and ads you see. That do you really think about it?
Yeah, sheeple.
Like, you ever seen those trucks driving around with big TVs on them?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You shouldn't be watching TV while you're driving.
Yeah, and also,
You shouldn't even be allowed to do that.
they put movies and stuff up like on billboards, like static ones, but a car driving around seems extra crazy.
Yeah. I got to follow this fucking truck around because I'm trying to see where the plot goes.
But I mean, the way that advertising works is like you don't know exactly where you saw that thing, but now it's in your head. So I imagine that fucking dog strategy fucking works.
It's got to.
Because it's moving. Like, it's going to catch your eye. What the fuck's that dog wearing? Oh,
Dog,
shit.
yeah, what? Dude, I saw a dog yesterday. Yeah. No, hold up. It was a straight. Yeah, hold up.
Okay, I'm waiting.
It was wearing like
Give me some space.
I was talking to an imaginary person that was giving me
Okay, I was like, shit,
Yeah.
all right.
I invented a person giving me shit. Hold on. It was giving me. It had a vest. It was purple. Had a purple vest on. It was it was just like a normal dog, but like the vest was like new, man. The vest was dope. Like it was like,
This is real life. This is your real. Are we doing this has really happened?
yeah, man. This has really happened. I saw a dog with a purple ass dope ass vest on.
I don't understand the world you're painting right now.
Oh man, I don't know where I was going with it.
Me neither.
It was stupid anyway.
The rhythm's off, man. We don't have the magic in this episode.
No, we do. We just our magic's just different, and that's okay.
And that's part of growing up. Remember when you'll get magic in different parts of your body you didn't have it before?
It is.
I got magic growing on my palms. Hey, let me ask you something. Why do they tell kids that if you jerk off too much, you'll go blind or like you'll get hair on your hands and stuff? Why are they trying to
I think they're just jealous because of all the time you have to jerk off.
That's all it is? They're just jealous of that?
Yeah, that's all it is. They're like, man, I used to remember when I could jerk off all the time. They're like, you know what? Fuck that asshole. If you jerk off, you're going to get hairy palms or I don't know.
But why are you discouraging children from jerking off? Like, it feels like you should, maybe not encourage them, but you should at least be like, hey, buddy, it's a normal thing. People do it.
Yeah, that would be
But it said the typical thing is, no, don't do it. It's bad.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that they gave out in like the 80s, and it's probably changed since then.
I imagine, at least in America, probably, but I think the overall global consensus is masturbation, don't do, it's bad.
Yeah?
I think more people are religious and are less sex positive than you and me.
See, I would think would have went the other way. That people were just like, yeah, man.
I think, in America, and like popular media and people like in Western culture, probably. But like, think about how many people are in India and China and the Middle East and in Africa and places like that. I bet you they still tell kids not to jerk off.
Yeah, you're right. I bet they probably do. We should probably have some of those people on the podcast.
Oh no, man! This is two dudes talking. This is two white guys talking, and it'll always be.
Yeah.
Special guest Luke, other white guy.
Another white guy. He's just a white guy he's so far down on the earth that his voice is like pitch shifted.
That's why he has that accent. Yeah,
so
that's right.
he just sounds different.
Okay. Let's. I want to learn about these animals that breathe through their anus. Right?
Yeah. What else have we talked about?
I don't know. Not a lot.
Just come forward with your ideas of masturbation, wherever you're from.
Your ideas. I need new tips.
New hot tips. New tips and tricks.
Give us some warnings. Tell us what works for you.
Yeah. I thought I could switch hands and gain a stroke was good. We could.
A team of Japanese scientists has shown it is possible for mammals to absorb oxygen via the anus. Intrigued by how certain sea creatures breathe through their intestines in emergencies, researchers at Tokyo Medical and Dental University.
What? That's
Funny
great. That's great.
They were able to prove the same was true under experimental circumstances for mice, rats, and pigs.
Pigs.
They said the finding might also apply to humans who are in respiratory distress when ventilators are not available or inadequate. So I don't understand.
Once again, no news.
There's a lot more though. I think that's right. It's what I was saying. The rectum has a mesh of fine blood vessels just beneath the surface of its lining, which means drugs administered through the anus are readily absorbed into the bloodstream.
Yeah.
That made them wonder whether oxygen could be delivered to the bloodstream the same way. To answer the question, they carried out experiments. Okay, so they had oxygen-deprived mice, pigs, and rats, and they just put oxygen in their butts.
Reverse farts.
They prepared the lining of the rectum.
Initiate reverse farts.
Engage! The researchers prepared the lining of the rectum by rubbing it.
What?
That caused inflammation, increased blood flow, which improved the effectiveness of oxygen delivery.
I feel like I'm learning, but I'm not learning. I don't know what's happening.
So they have. You ever seen the movie The Abyss?
I have.
You know they breathe.
Yeah. I know.
You know what I'm about to say, right?
Yeah, or they breathe the liquid oxygen through their lungs.
They put that up their butt. They said that worked better.
Wait, they put the stuff from the abyss in the butt.
Well, they didn't take the stuff from the movie. It's a real thing. It's an oxygen. It's called a perfluorodecalin, a liquid that is oxygenated.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Your energy is so strange. The second half of this podcast. Well, fuck me, Sam. I didn't know.
No. So the thing that they put in their lungs is actually a real scientific thing. They just haven't gotten it to really work.
No, and I imagine
it works in the abyss.
It works in the abyss. It also works in the ass.
So you put it in the butt.
But how do you stop your body from wanting to breathe?
It's got to be like in the abyss. You feel like you're going to bark. They were like freaking the fuck out for like.
I'm sure.
For like a minute. They're like because your body is like trying to not breathe liquid water or liquid oxygen, so it's freaking the fuck out. But after a minute, when it realizes like, oh wait, we're getting oxygen from this, we're okay, then it adapts.
So I imagine.
So we're just explaining the abyss.
The abyss, yeah, right? Exactly. Which honestly, I've never seen.
What? Surprise, you son of a bitch! What?
Surprise!
What are you doing?
I just know that part. I think you must have made a reference to it, dude. We've been friends so long, and you've told me about so many movies that I make references to things I've not seen because you made reference to them so long ago.
Yeah, that's got to be. I mean, what the hell?
So basically, what they could use this for is in a situation where they need to stop you from breathing, instead of letting you not have oxygen, they could put this up your butt, and then that,
right? Or
if you don't have a ventilator, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but it's an interesting finding.
Yeah. If you had like a ruptured lung, they couldn't put oxygen into it.
But they need to like fix it, but you don't have oxygen. Like how the fuck are they? So they fill your butt with this abyss liquid.
Yeah. Abyss liquid.
Abyss liquid. Well, this has been another episode of the Royal We. I'm Sam.
God damn it, I'm Nate.
If you guys want to send us I didn't do any of this stuff last episode. I want to thank Kishibashi for letting us use the song intro / Pathos Pesos.
Pesos.
I do that every couple episodes. Pathos off the album 151A. No. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and listening to us, putting up with our hiatuses and season switches and all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
I want to thank everybody who's like listened to the nonsense we've put up and like been like, hey, like
people like the throwbacks.
Yeah, people like the throwbacks, and people also be like, "When the fuck do a fucking new one, or we're going to fucking kill you." Like,
yeah, you know it's bad if I heard about it because I don't even know anyone who listens to this show. It's all Nate's friends.
Yeah, you got some.
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, you friends. Yeah,
yeah, friends. You got them.
The French. Okay, well.
He doesn't say anything.
If you want to send us headlines, you should. You guys can do that at royalweecast@gmail. royalweecast@gmail.com, at royalweecast on Twitter, royalweecast, twitch.tv, royalweecast, all kinds of royalweecast stuff. All right, man, it's hot as fuck. I lost my goddamn mind. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, it's hot as hell, man.
I know, I'm sweating my dick off.
Dude, it's May.
It's gotta be May.
Nice.
Nice. Good night, Dad.
Oh, I lost my headphones.
But if women had venom, or a gun.